their
Yeah.
clothing, or
Mm,
you know they don't eat that much, but they
of course.
mostly spend on their clothing, or
Um,
traveling, or like
yeah,
these
yeah.
things.
Yes.
So they even don't collect. We have a concept of storing over money. They don't have that concept to
They don't. Everything is
what we.
insured there. I understand. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, people.
So
Yes, you are right. Okay, carry on.
So, like in Pakistan, we have a concept that if a person,
Yes.
myself, if I talk about myself,
Mm,
so whenever my income came, so
mm.
I have a concept that I will spend that much of money, and I
No.
will left that much of money, and
Mm.
keep it in deposit.
Um,
So I have plans that I will buy that and that. Actually, they
mm.
don't have that concept. If
Yeah.
they get any money, they just spend it anywhere
Mm,
they want, while wear
mm.
clothing. Even though they, in daily routine, every day they spend money on very much money. I think there was a report about eBay. So in Europe, half of their economy they spend online, online shopping,
Yes, yes.
clothing.
Uh,
So that is the fact that in Pakistan we don't have proper, even though we don't have proper food, we have that other problem. So
mm.
our country is very much developed country. We are developing. We are poor peoples.
Um,
So we do have other concept. We have other
mm.
problem to deal with. So that is, you know,
Actually,
our mindset is not
mm,
as compared to their mindset. We have another problems
mm,
as our mindset. If we talk about our mindset, so they are very fragile. I think European people are very fragile. I mean to
um,
that, whenever they heard a news like, and something is happened, they just don't came out of their home, even though it's happened long
mm,
away,
mm,
far away. So
um,
in Pakistan, even though we have a corona nowadays, so Pakistanis, they don't have that concept. They just, they are not that much fragile, or people
mm,
don't uh, easily get threatened.
um,
So I think
this is something.
people go out
Yes.
hardened nowadays in Pakistan, like in other countries, we can say that in developing countries, because
Um,
people have faced a lot,
yeah.
so they don't think it's
Yes, yes.
take it serious, even serious matters. So
Mm. So actually, in Pakistan, I have seen that there is power. There is the people try to show themselves as powerful figures. Okay, more influential.
yes.
They people try to look above law. This is this is what they our pride is in looking above law. Okay, so people
Actually, there is a problem that
security
protocol
protocols.
protocols.
Yes, secure.
So yes, people, if a
Mm,
person who have wear good things, good clothes, even though
Um,
his pockets are empty, no one knows. So
um,
actually people prefer to sit there with them, talk to them, whenever a person is at a party, even though
uh,
we don't know what he is capable of, or how much money he have, or whatever.
uh,
But people see clothes, and observe
people are
how
impressed
the
by the
way of
clothes.
talk, the way how he's talk. So we just concentrate on these things, not the quality. We don't see the quality. So
Yeah.
like in other factor, a person who is wearing good clothes, he will get easily get admissions, or get protocols in get
Yeah.
jobs, or etc, something like that. So
Mm.
I think uh, clothing, wearing good clothes is also favor,
Mm.
is more getting to favor of other people's,
Yeah.
is a way.
Actually, in our society, clothes, good clothes are a symbol of being rich, being powerful, being
Yes.
influential. So these are the meanings attached with good clothes. So that's why people show more respect. And for example, if you go to the bank or some at some school or the CA and you see the teacher or the principal, or if they are wearing expensive clothes. And now these days we have this trend. The principal, they are wearing, you see, expensive clothes. They have land cruisers to come and go, you see, to their school or institutions. So for that reason, so they have some risk. But when they come to know that somebody is owner of a school, or so immediately the image is lost. Okay. So but in other countries they don't have this problem. Security of honor, security of life, this is not their issue. Okay. Here in Pakistan, this is
Yes.
the major issue. People are not safe. There is no, life is not safe. Honor is not safe. For they have to show themselves as very powerful, as very influential, as you see some political leaders are, or some military people are. See, so these things are, they count a lot in our society. People want to show themselves as powerful people, okay, influential people. But in others,
Yes.
in Europe, I don't think they don't have this much a problem. Mercedes doesn't carry a lot of meaning. Audi, Mercedes, anybody can buy this. And you see expensive watches, mobile phones, all these things. People can buy. Even the what is to say, the poorest person in Europe, they can easily buy these things. They try to look, see as the more human beings. Okay, they show, they want to create a good image in other people's, you see, hearts. They are not proud. They talk and they, you see, cooperate, things like this. So they make them naturally look better in their good clothes. And for this reason, they have a lot of money. They don't know where to spend, and they will spend on clothes. They will spend on shoes. We cannot usually believe in that people will pay 20,000, 30,000 on the shoes. You see, our limit is, you see, 3,000, maximum 4, 5,000. This is our limit.
Even though it's nowadays it's 5,000, it reached to 5,000.
Hmm.
When I was a kid, it was about 100 or 200. I
Hmm.
usually used to buy my shoes. So $1. It's about
$1.
$1,
Hmm.
less than $1.
Hmm.
So, and they spend, on cheapest thing they buy. They
Um,
spend, about,
yes, money saving is also another
to buy
issue.
a cheapest they buy a cheapest shoes. Yes.
Yes. Saving of money is also our, you see,
So
problem, and we feel insecure. We don't know, like you see, Corona, and you see all these things are going here, but people are those who don't have money.
we don't
They'll
have
go.
life insurance in Pakistan, and
Yes,
we are developing country.
I
So we
think
don't
no,
have
no.
those kind of life
We are,
insurances.
we are
So they have those options.
actually
Those options.
we are lazy people, and we are, you see, not sincere people. So this is the problem. Okay, everybody is a cheater in Pakistan. You
No,
know.
yeah, no. Actually, I would like to add something.
Uh-huh.
If a person, if a person have an accident in Europe,
Um, yeah.
so government paid him. So in our country, a person who get an accident.
Uh,
So actually, he's worried about how he will pay the hospital, how will
um,
he live in. So
even
we have these problems, financial problems.
financial problem,
So
even
these are life insurances I would like to add.
yes. So this is that even it is very difficult to find a grave as well. If somebody dies, grave is very expensive these days. You know, it's more than 50,000 rupees,
Yes,
I think.
nowadays yes, yes,
Uh,
I
so
know.
this is the government policy. You see, they are not good policies, and they can we can get free, because our nations, they have their own interests. They don't want us that we should be rich, and they support such people which bring wrong policies, which do not bring such policies which will have good impact on society, which will make the people rich. Okay, then you see, government is very careless about this, and they don't give us any plan for life, Okay, they say langar khana. What nonsense is that? They want us to be a beggar. You see, is it very good that we should stay in a queue for a piece of bread? What is the policy of this government? Government should give chance that we should earn. Government should engage us. Government should bring us some plan that we
There
should
should be
work. Yeah,
self respect for
government is
every
making a
person.
government is always
So I
trying.
think
You see, before this there was Benazir income program. What was nonsense that? The
they like to show off,
sure,
what
yes.
they're voting.
And you see, chalo, Nawaz Sharif, he said, you see, 2 rupees ki roti. That was also a little bit. At least there was some honor saved. Okay. So these,
Melodrama we will
yes, actually there you see a lot of subsidy and all these
what
things
would
that they have.
actually what would I want to ask you something. What we will use for topi drama, word for
Yes, it
topi
is.
drama?
These days you see on is the honor of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They are making a lot of drama in the National Assembly. All the people are rich people are there. Okay, very greedy people are there. Look at their dress and they talk about
No,
the
no,
Holy
I am
Prophet.
asking what word we will use in English for topi
Topi
drama
drama. Topi drama.
in English.
Well,
Yes,
right, right,
melodrama we use for
right,
horror,
right.
horror story.
Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, somewhat proper word is not coming in my mind at the moment. Okay, it's a kind of overacting, you can say.
Yes, all right.
Oh, so they are, you see, they are showing false sympathies, and you see, only this people, and they are, they're cheating us. Actually, in Pakistan, I have calculated that the two ways of earning in Pakistan. One is blackmailing, and one is, I see, cheating. Okay, so fraud and blackmailing. These are the two ways of earning in Pakistan, and everybody's most of the whole nation is doing the same.
Yes, everyone is trying to, fraud others.
Uh-huh.
So it's a circle
Yes.
we are
So
in,
when there is system like this, you see fraud and blackmailing. When this is the system, naturally the whole nation will go for that because this is the bread and butter of
Everyone is
every
corrupt.
single person. You see, the one who is not corrupt, he doesn't have a place. I have been once I was working in the government office, so my place was secured if I, you see, looted the people and I paid the money to the higher authorities. So that was to secure my job. Otherwise, you see talent, you see good working or their certificates or all this, they're rubbish. Okay, they don't acknowledge this. You see, police stations are sold. Okay, and
Yes, of course.
everything is, you see, that is why you see small policemen working on the roads that they take money from the people, and we say they are asking for bribe. Actually they have to pay the share to secure their job. Okay, if they don't pay, they due to the Thanedar, and Thanedar doesn't pay to the SHO, and SHO doesn't pay to the DSP, and similarly, and the CIG doesn't pay to the Imran Khan. You see, I mean, Prime Minister, not Imran Khan is not the right word. The Prime Minister. So their job is not safe. Their job is not secure. Everybody has to pay to someone. Okay. For this reason, you see, there is a lot of corruption in Pakistan, and people want money, money, money. They don't know why, what for. Okay. There's a simple thing. Everybody wants respect. Hello, are you
Yes, sir.
there?
Yes, sir. I'm here. Yes,
See,
sir. I am listening to you.
people want respect in the society. Okay, due respect. Okay, they, for example, in the police station, they want to be welcomed. In the hospitals, people want to be welcomed. In the bank, people want to be welcomed. In the school institutions or universities, people want to be welcomed. So this is the only thing. Okay, people want to be welcomed. This is the thing, and we are the poor are not welcomed any of the government institutions wherever you go. They don't welcome. They don't treat you as a human being. If you are rich, they ask you welcome, and if you're not rich, they will kick you out. So or there will be cheating.
Yes, of course. if your pockets are hot, so you are
Ah,
welcome.
because
Welcome.
it is because everybody needs money.
So otherwise,
Everybody needs money. Okay, easy money, easy way of money. Our degrees, our certificates are just, it's not certificate of our ability. Our certificates are recommendation letters. Actually, these our certificate degrees are recommendation letters. We once in a life, when there is exam, the recruitment, appointment, you just show their degrees, and for the whole life you don't have to show them once again. Okay, they are never, you see, their efficiency is not calculated on the basis of your degree, whatever it is. Next, after when you join some department, your efficiency is counted on how obedient you are. So this is the criteria of your capabilities. Okay, if you are more obedient, you will get more advantage. If you are less obedient, you will get naturally you are at risk then. Anyway, clothes. So how important are clothes and fashion to you? Do you wear casual clothes most of the
uh,
time, or you are very particular about your clothes?
actually, usually wear the casual clothes when when I am at home. So whenever I have to go to to relatives or to university.
Mm,
So at that time I usually
mm,
wear proper pant
nice.
suit or pant coat
Uh,
or
uh,
proper clothing. So that's matter where I am going, or usually nowadays in Corona we are at home, so I
uh,
usually wear to t-shirts. So and all the time, every day I have to go to
mm, mm,
badminton. So
uh,
that's why, and it's easy to casual stuff, casual dresses let us feel easy. So usually wear casual clothing.
all right. So what about the jeans? Do you like jeans?
Actually, I am wearing jean at the moment, but
Mhm.
in past you can say that I was a very much fan and fan of the jeans. But nowadays I usually I love trousers. So
Mm,
easy peasy.
easy to wear. So next question is similar. So what kind of clothes do you dislike?
Mm, some people have in nowadays clothes are have holes in people say it's fashion, but I don't like it. I think it's rubbish.
It's wearing
Clothes
time.
are just
Mm,
torn from such a point. It's not a proper.
mm.
Sometime my brother had a jean,
Ah, yeah.
so he was wearing while he
Mm.
returned from Europe.
Ah,
So there was a hole in such a place. I don't really
mm.
like it. So I think these are rubbish. I think these kind of designs or clothes,
Okay.
fashion, we can say that.
Like, so what about the colors? So do you like bright colors or just to see sober colors, you know?
Actually actually uh, I am not a type of a person who have a favorite color, or
Mm,
actually it matter if something suits me,
mm.
so color doesn't matter.
So what color suits you on you?
So it depends. White color mostly suits me. People used to say that. Actually, I don't concentrate on myself that much, very much,
Right.
you can say that.
Mm,
But I also like, sometimes people I like, sometimes if I see someone wearing a cloth, so
mm.
I like white, black shalwar kameez,
Uh-huh.
or you can say that design also matters.
Yes.
So properly cut, or properly how it's we can say that what stitches, how
Mm.
it's stitched properly, or
Uh,
the colors and cuffs, or everything matters. So, proper tailor is also, blessing from God if someone have a good tailor. So,
Yes. So, do you sometimes buy ready-made clothes as well?
shalwar kameez or other, uh,
Uh,
jeans.
or- so, what type of ready-made clothes you buy from the market?
Actually, I usually buy, jeans or, we
Jeans and
can say
shirts.
that we, you, I don't buy, shalwar kameez. I usually jean and
Mm.
shirts and other things.
Okay. So next is that how different are clothes you wear now from those you wore 10 years ago? Do you think that some changes have taken place in clothes, wearing clothes in 10 years' time? So people 10 years ago,
I
they
have
were
some people.
they had different
Actually, I
clothing.
have some pictures of mine. I have
Mm-hmm.
some pictures of mine. If I would like
Mm-hmm.
to elaborate. So I have some pictures of mine. So sometime when I watch them, when we
Uh-huh.
are free, we usually watch over, over old memories. Sometimes I feel very embarrassed in myself. What
Mm-hmm.
kind of clothing I am wearing?
Yes.
So it's matter. Yes, in time we, in time we polish ourselves. We have sense of humor, how to wear proper clothes. We have proper sense to choose proper styles, proper. So
Mm.
it's polish with time. Nowadays even a child know, even my nephew and niece, they say no, I don't want to wear these clothes. At that time when we were at their age, we don't know, we don't
Mm-hmm.
have that sense,
Yes, that
which
sense
clothes
of
we are,
choice.
why,
Mm.
mother, just mother, gave us the clothes, we just
Yes.
wear it. Nowadays a child, he cry even if someone, if his mother is not
Mm.
doing as he's saying. So nowadays we can say that even a child is very much advanced. So
Mm. So new fashions have been introduced to the clothes in 10 years' time.
yes, new clothing styles, are introduced. But
Okay.
even at all time, there are very I would like to say that rubbish clothes.
Mhm.
The clothes were very not, fit, slim fits. They were very open. But there are advantages and disadvantages. In Pakistan we have hot weather, so uh, open and uh,
Yes, it's very
what would
dusty,
you like to?
dusty, windy, you know. Yeah, it's very hot
No,
as
no.
well.
I would
Temperate.
like to say, khule kapde.
Yes, loose clothes. So
Yes,
you,
loose clothes.
um,
So
uh, mhm,
at that time, so people usually used to, loose
mhm.
clothes, wear loose clothes. So
Yeah.
there are advantages of loose clothes. We don't feel proper, heat. So there are advantages and disadvantages. There are advantages of, color of clothes. If we wear black color,
Mm,
so we feel very hot. If we
mm,
wear white color, we feel, cold, some kind of.
uh,
It gives, it's proper science behind it, actually. So
yeah. So, I think, have you ever been appreciated for your clothes by your friends?
yes, of course. Actually, I would like to add an, incident. It was over, school farewell.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, I got the most handsome person of the party
Mm-hmm.
due to my clothing.
Mm-hmm.
So people give compliment at the end. They give proper
Yes.
card to a person who is looking most handsome, or our junior gave us cards. to according to our abilities, to some special person, not to the whole class actually.
Mm,
So they gave me the smiling paradox. I
mm,
actually got the smiling paradox,
mm,
title of smiling paradox, and
mm,
also the title of it was only one title for one person,
mm,
which they gave to me, the most handsome person of the party. So actually, I think it was my proper clothing. So I was
mm,
wearing, uh, 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 I was wearing uh, imported
mm,
suit properly. So,
mm,
and I had a proper watch, I had a proper phone in my hand. At that time it was
mm.
newly introduced iPhone 6s.
Uh-huh.
So the clothing, everything mattered.
Mm,
So I had a proper haircut too, so and clean shape at that time.
mm.
So everything matters in when we
So,
talk
how
about
much
this.
do you buy clothes very often or just very rarely?
In myself, when I was in college,
Mm,
so I actually our parents in Pakistan, our parents don't that concentrate that much on wearing on clothes.
um,
So actually I had to uh, before that we were talking about so I have to what was it? Store money,
mm.
what we proper word I don't have have
Steal
it in
money, you
mind.
take money,
What we
um, you take money, you requested for money,
store money, what was
steal.
no, I don't request.
So, mhm,
Actually, they gave me pocket money, and I don't spend
oh,
properly
oh,
spend it properly, and I just get it some
mm. You saved
some
money.
I just
You meant to say you saved
yes, save.
saved
Actually,
money.
I save some of
Mm.
yes,
Savings. Mm.
save some of its parts. So in that order. So and when it came properly in a proper sum, so then at that time then I usually used to buy my clothes. Nowadays not a problem for me because I am earning it myself.
Mhm.
So nowadays actually it's corona, so I don't usually go outside for shopping, but
Um,
I want to go for shopping because I don't have proper trousers. I need for gaming actually. So it's very essentially we have trousers. But so trousers are very useful for gaming to wear while gaming. So I
mm.
want to go to shopping for trousers. So
So when was the last time?
due to corona.
When was the last time you went for clothes?
So I think it was about 2 or 3 years ago. If, yes,
Okay. So how much you spent at that time, and what did you buy?
it was about 15 to 16,000. It was about.
So what
At
did
that
you?
time, I was 2.5 years ago. I was in second year at that time.
Uh-huh.
So I just buy uh, two jeans
Uh-huh.
and two pair of jeans and and kurta shirt and
Mhm.
proper shirt.
Okay.
So and you can say that and two pairs of shoes.
Mhm. So now Eid is coming.
Actually,
So,
it was my cousin's wedding. So
uh,
actually, my brother gave me money, but it
mm,
was deposited in my bank account, but I don't know that he just sent me money. So when the incident, the function, uh, gone, then I
was
find out
over.
that he
Mm.
was just depositing me money. So it was 2 to 3 months ago. It was my you can say that cousin's son's wedding.
Oh,
So a friend of mine. So it was very difficult for me to manage at that time because I don't have proper save money at that time. So, anyways, you know, time just passes out. So
okay. So now Eid is coming. So what is your planning for? Have you? Are you going to order your new clothes for Eid?
actually, there was a festival. So my bhabhi, so
Uh,
my sister-in-law.
mhm.
So Pakistan we have tradition to give clothes.
To give clothes.
So actually, they gave clothes. So my mother, they just told them.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, I don't wear that much, Pakistani shalwar kameez. So some festival like it, I usually used to wear this kind of clothes. So I am planning to wear those.
Okay.
So
So,
actually, they are brand new. So I never wear them before.
oh, okay, okay. So, what do you think the clothes we wear say about us?
What?
What
I don't get your question.
say like I have shared the screen. Can you see that?
Yes, yes. What do
Okay.
you think the clothes we wear?
Do you think that
So
our clothes pass a certain message to others?
yes, of
Like,
course, we talk about it. And, we talk a lot about it. I think.
uh-huh.
Whenever we want to meet to another person, our impression, our clothes keep good impression on other. So
You see,
it really matter if we wear good clothes, good
our
choice of clothes.
actually our clothes they pass a message. For example, some type of clothes they pass a message. Look, I am beautiful. Some type of clothes they pass a message. Say, look, I am very rich. And some type of this
Yes.
message they pass a message. Look, I am very powerful. So in your case, so with your clothes, what type of message they pass to others? Yeah, look, I'm
Simplicity.
simplicity. Okay. I'm a humble person, is that? Hello?
Yes, I think so.
Yes. Okay. The
Yes, yes, hello.
part two, describe a festival that is important in your country. Hello?
It is very important
Yes.
in our country.
Cover these points.
There
You
are
see,
two type of.
I will not disturb you for 2 minutes. And you cover these points. You see, when the festival occurs, now you see after Ramadan, what would what you did during it, okay, during the festival, what you did, remember a festival, okay, maybe past year message festival, okay, and describe a festival that is
Okay,
important in your
so
country, when the festival occurs,
okay,
what you
let me
did
explain.
during it, okay, let me see them what you like or dislike about it, and explain why this festival is important, okay. So the points are here before you cover
So
them.
actually, the festival which is important in my country. So Eid, I think it's Eid because
Yes.
is a festival. There is a reason behind it. Actually, there is an incident behind it.
Ah, yes.
So if we talk about, there are two type of Eids, Eid ul
Uh-huh.
Adha and Eid ul Fitr. So
Mm,
Eid ul Fitr is, we call it Small Eid, and Eid ul Adha is
mm,
greater Eid. We can say that.
uh-huh.
So behind the Eid ul Adha, the greater Eid, there is an incident due to which we perform some elementary, and we slaughter some uh, animal.
Oh,
And
yes.
uh,
Sacrifice.
in Eid ul Fitr, yes, Eid ul Fitr is,
Mm,
it became as a festival to enjoy after, Ramadan. We celebrate that we, fulfill our first. So Ramadan, Rosa, fasting is first on us. So so that uh, Eid became after the Ramadan. So in order to celebrate, it's a celebration. So I like mostly about it. People, our relative came to us, and we just go to their places at their home, and we spend some time, quality time, and we wear proper clothes. In Pakistan, every person is not that much capable of wearing good clothes every day.
Uh-huh.
So I think it's the only festival in which everyone wear good clothes, neat and look neat and clean. Even though a needy and poor person wear good clothes, not we cannot say that he wear newly clothes, but he wear even clean clothes. So it is every we clean every part of our house. We clean over roads and every place. So I think there is an advantage of Eid also. So I like it. It's the reason that's why I like it. So
Mhm.
this festival important because we get share our elders gave us money.
Uh-huh.
This is one thing, but money is not everything. But we spend quality time with our elders. Listen to their stories, and they told us. And even the cousins, they came to our places, or we go to their places. We spend a quality time, even though we have holiday at that. So this is a we can say that it's a blessing. At that day we don't have any problem. We don't have to think about how we will earn, or every problem just vanish for a while. So it's very that's why I think it's important for me.
Okay. Now the discussion topics are part for three, purpose of festivals and celebrations. So why do you think festivals are important events in a working year? Do you think festivals are important or not important?
Festival like in our country we talk about Eids. So yes, they are important. They are they let us remind where we who we are,
Uh-huh.
where we are came from,
Uh-huh.
who were our elders, who were whom we are follows. So
Mm.
behind every festival there is history.
Ah, yes.
So it's actually we rewind the history. So in order to remember those important and essential things, I think celebrating these kind of festival is very important.
Mhm. All right. So, what are different, you see, type of festivals that are celebrated in your country?
In our country we have minorities, other minorities are also,
Mm.
like Christians and Hindus. So
Uh-huh.
in our country we have Eidul Adha, Eidul Fitr. So
Mm.
in for minority we have Easter. They have Christians have Easters, and
Mm.
they have their Eid too.
Easter,
So
Christmas,
Christmas, yes.
New
So
New Year is also festival.
New Year, yes, New Year.
Mm.
So for you can say Hindus, they celebrate their Holi and the other festival. I don't
Holi,
that much familiar with their festival,
Diwali,
Diwali
Vaisakhi.
and other
Uh,
festival.
uh. So, do you think some new festivals are being adding to the calendar?
We can say that some days, essential days, like the defend day, when
Defense Day.
Pakistan defend, yes, Pakistan defend
Mhm.
against 27 April, I think it was the 2 year ago when Pakistan shoot out two Indian air jets.
Uh-huh. All right. So,
So this is yes, actually every new festivals are adding up. So uh, every year we usually used to you celebrate Iqbal Day. So I think it should be celebrated. I think this year we don't celebrate it. I
Hmm.
don't remember a day actually, but it's very important. If we should celebrate that.
We should
It
celebrate.
was very important.
He was the first person to indicate that we should have a separate country.
Yes.
Allama Iqbal, he gave
No,
us the idea.
no, he was not the first person. Actually, it was uh,
So, Sayyid Ahmad Khan.
Sir Sayyid Khan. Yes.
Yes,
So Sir Sayyid Khan was the first
actually,
person and gave
the
this theory.
about Pakistan, you see, he said Iqbal said that he was because before before Allama Iqbal, Qaeda has been working for the unity of Hindu-Muslim unity, and then Qaeda was disappointed with the attitude of the Hindus,
Yes,
Nehru,
he
and
went back
then
to Europe.
Lamek Iqbal,
Yes.
you see, uh, he told the Muslims that he realized that he had realized that it was quite important for the Muslims to have a separate country of their own, in which it should be of where the Muslims are in majority, like he mentioned, perhaps the western the provinces of the subcontinent. In the west, you see there is Punjab, Balochistan, Sindh. So he gave us the idea of Pakistan. So he is
Yes, actually,
Musawwar
every
Pakistan.
person we study in our history books. Every person played their role.
Ah,
Sir
yeah.
Sayyid Ahmad Khan, he
Mm.
plays his role. He gave he developed the platform. So, without him, we don't consider our the movement, Pakistan movement. So he gave us the proper platform. He developed proper education system. So
Ah,
students should study. The Allama Iqbal and other student. I think they study from
ah,
study from this institute. The
ah,
Sir Sayyid Ahmad Khan built it. So
ah,
I think he was every person play their role in order
mm,
we can say that
mm.
he play well or he. So every person have their role. Every person tried their best. So we can't say, or we don't compare one another.
Yeah.
So every person
Actually,
gave
the
their best.
thing is that before this, before Allama Iqbal, the people had been struggling. And Allama Iqbal said, separate homeland. And Chaudhry Rahmat Ali said, Pakistan. And Qaid said, yes, Pakistan, Qaid you see, worked to make it all possible that the Muslims should have a separate homeland as Pakistan. So Qaid worked for it, Other, naturally, all the people, they worked together. It was not just Qaid but he was the leading figure, He was on the top to talk about Pakistan.
Yes,
He
yes,
motivated Qaeda motivated other people along towards Pakistan. So this is in the beginning the idea of separate homeland. It started from Allama Iqbal. So it is very important that we should celebrate him. And the other thing is that he had a very great spiritual strength. Allama Iqbal. He had a driving force. He is a universal poet. Poet of the eastern horizon, and he was a man of wisdom, and the whole world. It's not only in Pakistan that he is studied. His books are studied in let's see, Iran. His books are studied in. I was in Turkey, so in Turkey his books are also studied there, and maybe in Saudi Arabia people know him. His books are in the libraries. So he is a man of international fame. And in Germany, there is a street in his name, Iqbal Street. So he was, you see, internationally celebrated, international celebrity, and I think we should not forget, and we should not make any efforts to forget him. His poetry is a source of inspiration. Okay,
yes. He was a legend. We can say that.
he was a legend, yes, of course. Do you think that What was he? Would you agree that the original significance of festivals is often lost today? Is it good or bad? Do you think? Actually, do you think that people do not actually know why a festival is celebrated? People are more interested in celebrations. Okay, so is it good or not
Yes, of
good?
course.
First, you tell me it is.
Nowadays, we have fake feeling about every festival. You
Uh,
know, when I was a kid, so there was, people, there was natural feelings, natural happiness there was at that time. So nowadays there are fake feelings, there is not that much of happiness, there is hatred even though. So
mm,
we should resolve our, differences. So everyone is running, for money, struggling for money. So I think uh, we should just step aside for one day, for for only for our festival. We should be uh, you know tension free at a particular day for a
mm,
festival, so that we should enjoy. At least we should give one day to our family, or to ourselves. So
mm.
I think this should be kept in
Uh,
mind properly.
okay. Do you think that people are forgetting the original significance of a festival? This
uh,
story behind the history of the festival. Do you think that people are less interested in the history of the festival? They are more interested in celebrations.
I don't. Yes, of course. Even though if I talk about myself, I don't really know about the history about many festivals like
Um,
23 March, or
mm,
Qaid Azam Day, or whatever. Qadade Pakistan. I just study history. But it was just as a subject. I think we
uh,
should promote. Don't teach Pakistan study as a subject. It should be
mm,
as a information. So
yeah.
a source of information, we should make and create it funny or
Mm,
enjoyable, so that we should keep it in our minds. So I think that our study, the way of our study should be modified. We are studying everything as a subject, as a problem. we
uh,
are uh, we think everything as a problem. We
uh,
we don't see everything is have a solution. So
uh,
I think there should be a proper way of teaching. There should be a proper modified and innovative way of teaching.
mm,
In Europe countries, they have modified their way of teaching. Every teacher, every person have their own way of teaching. They
mm,
let the audience, enjoy it, and they show their perspective, and they put their self in their work. So
uh,
as you told me that we are lazy. Yes, of
uh,
course, in this manners we are also lazy in this manner.
mm. All right. So people are forgetting the history of festivals. Is it good or not good?
No, it's not good.
We should.
I think there is no importance of a festival if
Mm,
history is getting forgotten.
yeah, this is very good.
there is
So,
there is no purpose if we are celebrating a festival, and
uh,
we don't know what it is about and what is its
mm,
origin. So I
mm,
think we should stop celebrating it if we
uh,
don't know its
mm.
there is no
So,
worth if we don't know the origin
mm.
of the festival.
So, do you think that the our ways of celebrating a festival are changing?
I
Something.
don't get your point.
Okay, let's see, people celebrate. Well, see, now they, as the time passes, we are celebrating our festivals in a new way or a different way. Are we adding something to celebrate the festivals? Do you think
So
there are
I don't.
some changes? Changes are taking place in celebrating festivals.
Yes, of course, we add up over years.
Mm.
Uh, in Shabbe Maraj, I
Uh,
think people usually, do fireworks, even though, some mullahs and, Maulvis over
mm,
religion scholars, they
uh,
prohibited that we should not do this.
uh,
So, but even though people usually do this,
mm,
we should, we should, we should not do a firework. We should, uh, light up some, bulbs or something like that.
yes.
Yes, we should create, a proper light up over
Mm.
houses, but there is no, way to celebrate it in, firework. I think every festival don't need a firework.
Yes, of course it is. So, do you think that new festivals will be introduced in the future? And what kind of festivals? I think, who knows? How can we see that there will be festivals in the future? I don't see, okay? Maybe, but it is difficult to predict that what kind of festivals will be there, okay? We don't know
Yes.
what great events are going to take place. So,
Maybe
festivals,
there will be any revolution. I think maybe there will be any revolution in our country,
yeah, sure.
as you know. So there should be any revolutionary festival there. We will celebrate it that we start our struggle from, when we were poor country. So we are
Uh,
developed country. So there should be, I think there should be a festival like this. We start struggling at that time, So I think the time will come when we will, inshallah, we will celebrate that day.
okay. So, festivals and the media, example questions. So, what role does the media play in festivals? So, do you think that media like newspapers, TV, radio, internet, they are playing their role in in festivals, in celebrating festivals to create the mood of the people?
Yes, of course, at that time, actually, when I was kid, there was, PTV Home, only
Uh-huh.
one channel.
Uh-huh.
So, I think PTV, at that time, PTV Home was, very playing its role very essentially.
Uh-huh.
So nowadays there is no such program through which we social media or TV channels are promoting. They are just doing their business nowadays. They are not mm, letting people happy or give emotional touch to the show. They are just they do things for money, for business. So I think these things should be kept inside, kept aside.
All right.
So
So, do you think it is good or bad to watch festivals on TV? Why?
I think festival like uh, like some festival in which Pakistan flag they rise it up on some special places like in Islamabad headquarters. So
Uh-huh.
these kind of festival are very uh, uh, we can't go there, we can't go there and watch with our physical eyes. So these kind of festival I think are very important. So we should watch on TVs.
Mm.
So some at even at Eidul Adha or Eidul Fitr, people create new dishes, and at TV channel they show and go at people houses and show different kind of dishes people are creating and making. So these are also for informative shows, and uh, let us feel happy in some ways, we can say that.
All right. So, how may globalization affect different festivals around the world? Do you think
Globe.
globalization, you
Yes.
see, whole world is becoming, you see, one nation. So
Yes.
the way you
Through
see
internet. Yes, of course.
through internet. For example, New Year, Happy New Year is not our festival, and what is see on 14th February, Valentine Day, that is not our festival. So do you think that this is the whole world is being affected by the media?
Yes, of course. People are celebrating others. I think it's very usual in Pakistan. I don't think the British people celebrate Pakistani's day, Pakistani festivals, okay,
Uh-huh.
or Muslim festivals. I
Uh-huh.
think we are we follow them.
Yes.
We think they are very moderate. They are very good people, but we shouldn't promote their festival or follow them. We should promote our own festivals, our own traditions, our own so we are following them. I think these things should be prevented.
So the festivals are, you see, creating a unity among the people, brotherhood among the people throughout the world. I mean, festivals are bringing the different nations closer to each other. Do you believe in this?
Festival, yes, of course,
Festivals. Mm,
yes, of course. Some unity days, people celebrate some unity days. So, in America, they had a fight between black and white.
yes, yes.
So now, so they celebrate Unity Day.
Uh,
So I think, at that time, they particularly, spend time with black and white. There is no such concept between them at that day.
uh-huh,
So I think these kind of things should be promoted. In
uh-huh,
Pakistan, we have also divided in four groups also:
uh-huh.
Punjab, Balochistan, Sindh, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, KPK. So I
KPK.
think there should be such particular,
Mm,
unity day or some festival which we should be,
uh-huh.
celebrate, or we should share our common interest, or we
Mm-hmm.
should share our feelings.
Mm-hmm.
There was such things, when people shows, when people the TV channels, when people usually there was Sindhi people, they show that they pair clothes, such clothes, there were such TV programs. But nowadays we don't concentrate on such things. Nowadays there is
Uh-huh.
movies and everything there, but there is no government is not playing their role in these kind of things to promote unity, or uh,
Mm.
you know to promote our festivals and everything like that.
Mm. So one last question. So what objectionable things have you noticed in celebrating festivals?
uh, objective objection,
With
bike wheeling, bike wheeling,
unveiling.
one wheeling.
Mm.
So this is, we should be careful. Accident happen, and very bike accident are very rare at Eid,
Mm.
or festival like that. So I think these kind of things should be prevented, or we should be mature. I think over teenager, or over a new generation need to be mature. So
Mm.
there is nothing to be gained just to lose our life. So
Uh-huh.
I think things should be,
There are some
prevented,
other
or
things. You see, people take to drinking on the festivals. People, you see, take to gunfiring,
yes.
making.
Actually, our wedding, there are, whenever there is wedding festival, Mehndi day,
Uh,
Mehndi night. So people
mm,
usually, even in Islam, drinking
uh-huh.
is prohibited. But we,
Uh,
the people brag about it that I drank. So I
yeah.
think these things should not be promoted. These
Mm,
things, even people should not, if someone drink he should not brag about it, you know.
Um,
These kind of concept, you know, nowadays people brag about, you know, bad thing they do.
People are
I
also
think
having dance
they
parties, you know.
should be depromoted. They should be promoted. You know, if someone get promoted, you know, someone, you know, say a person who did wrong, that you did right, so he feel, even though if next time he feel, you know, he is doing right thing, even though
Uh,
he is doing wrong. So I
mm,
think these kind of thing we should be, you know, sincere. We should be sincere with our religion. We should be sincere with ourselves. We should be. Why don't we drink, you know, openly? You know,
um,
we know that our parent will, you know, will not talk to us, and they will, you know, even though they will, uh, you know, throw us out of home. So I think
um,
these things should be kept in mind while we are drinking, uh, 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 you know, while getting hidden. So
mm.
I think these things should be
Okay,
stopped.
dear. Okay, dear. It was very nice to talk to you, and hope to talk to you tomorrow as well.
Actually,
Mhm.
actually, I was going to say you that I am not taking the today lecture, but actually, there was reason. Actually, my teacher extended the time, so that's why I took, you know, today's lecture.
Okay, okay, dear. It's very nice of
Actually,
you.
there were two assignments today, lab assignments. So they were,
Um,
you know, very
you are very busy
trouble
then.
making
Mm.
some. Yes, very, very.
Okay.
Actually, I am just, you know, I am just lying from the till from the morning, from the, you know,
Mm.
uh, uh, from, you know, yesterday night actually.
Yeah.
So I just don't, you know, get up and go for, you know, I just went down for, you know, sari and aftari.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Okay, dear.
I am really much busy, and I
Okay.
don't get proper sleep.
Okay, be easy with you. I just pray for you. Just stay blessed and take care. And I hope to see you tomorrow as well. It was very
Okay,
nice
sir.
to talk to you. And now, okay. Thank you very much for being with me. Take care. I love you.
Allah Hafiz.